Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV, where we are back in living memory, and I think we are soon about to begin the dungeon for this patch. Coming here reminds me of my parents, of the courage they gave me. 'Tis good to rejoin you all. I need to step away briefly, but I might make arrangements for a certain precautionary measure. We've all been busy. It seems an age since we last gathered in such a manner. I must say, we do make for a formidable group. Seems Ivan and Alizev wants to explain to Connor our need to enter this node. He urged us to be extremely careful, of course. I had scarcely awakened here when I fell unconscious. Now I can fully enjoy the gentle silence of this place. It brings tears to my eyes. Last time I had to wait in this node, but there's nothing to stop me from joining this fight. 'Tis good to see our comrades hale and girded for battle. As for us, we've been ahead to inspect the lay of the land. There were no changes of note, aside from the Meso Terminal itself. Why, what happened to the Meso Terminal? The wall has receded to provide a convenient entrance into the structure's interior. There was no such ingress when last we were here, so we must assume that Calyx has since manipulated the terminal's electrope. Or to facilitate his most gracious invitation to the upper levels. An invitation I'm eager to accept. For the sake of all who love Alexandria, I will not yield nor leave them to despair. A terminal invitation. I believe everyone determined to be here is present and accounted for. Shall we make our way to the terminal? We wouldn't wish to keep our insistent host waiting. So this is where the former queen's memories were stored, and she herself tried to erase them. Even as an endless, her resolve was so strong that she would kill her heart to become the cold machine she believed she needed to be. Living memory is steeped in the dense lightning air of the Ninth. This pervasive energy must be what the terminal utilizes as a power source. I remember little of my awakening. The paralysis yet lingered and my eyes could barely focus. An endless existence for the evolution of mankind. I understand what he strives for, but not what drives him to do so with such ruthlessness. It hadn't occurred to me that one might physically enter the terminal, although I suppose it makes sense when you think about it. A structure for creating endless would have required maintenance administered by corporeal hands. When we shut down all the minor terminals, we watched as the endless faded away. I do not believe it was a performance stage to deceive us. As for the Meso Terminal, however, it had already gone dark by the time we had returned from the virtual domain. While I'm loath to admit it is possible its true appearance was hidden from us in our absence. Which is why we must bring this tale to its denouement by our own hand. Well, here we are again, facing another battle to decide Alexandria's fate. For 4 centuries I slept here. Upon awakening, I found the world as I knew it had changed. I was so frightened at first. I couldn't recognize a single thing. I thought everything I loved had gone to dust. Yet beneath the unfamiliar surface, much remained the same. For that, I give thanks to Otis and Zelenia and the Royal Knights, who lay their lives on the line to defend our way of life. I thank every Alexandrian who believed in our future and passed on our legacy. I thank my other self, who so loved this kingdom of ours. And I thank you all, for kindling this hope in my heart, this courage to take up arms and fight once more. Let's make our stand together and fight what we hold dear. The kind and gentle Queen Sween was too weak to serve her people, and so she will serve them no more. Freed from conscience, I shall become a ruler that can protect Alexandria, a devourer of worlds. Together we stand, together we fight. You have my gratitude, and surely Otis and Selenia will join us in spirit. Let's head inside and finish this. In the upper reaches of this terminal awaits the device which holds Calyx's memories. For to us to make a climb and destroy it once and for all. Aye, we must bring matters to a definitive end. We will not suffer him to cause Alexandria further harm, nor claim the key. The Queen entrusted it to Desiree for good reason. And besides, it would be a tragedy indeed to relinquish a relic with so much research potential. Apparently Calyx thinks he's taking out your measure. I urge you to correct that misguided assumption. I wholeheartedly concur, yet would still counsel caution. That he would be so bold as to extend us an invitation bespeaks tremendous confidence in his preparations. Come friends. We set forth into the midst of dreaming endless. The Meso Terminal is now accessible. I really do think you take on too much from too many people, yet it's never a wrong choice. The Queen gave you the key for a reason, so I'll be damned if I let Calyx steal it. Calyx's steam to forfeit flesh to gain immortality calls to mind the heir. Not that informing him of their fate would do much to dissuade him. Convinced though you may be of this truth, it's yours, not mine, and no conclusion of yours, no matter how grim, can dampen my desire. Such was my reply to the heir's warning. So I know a little something of refusing to listen, save when confronted with incontrovertible proof of my error. The Alexandria of today has seen countless lives come and go. My other self took their grief and fear and rage upon herself in service to our kingdom. Around me I gathered those willing to give their all to fulfill the promise they made to her. How can I do any less? Alexandrians must be free to believe that more than sadness awaits them, that tomorrow can be better than today. As a vow of resolve, or even just as a comrade, I see myself making a lot of promises. I mean to honor every last one of them, starting with the oath I swore to the endless Sween. Even if it's just a memory, I want to think of her smiling at that promise kept. It is beyond knowing how Calyx has advanced his plans for endless conversion for the past 400 years. I do know, however, that pursuing an objective for lengthy spans requires an unyielding will, especially when that objective entails changing the world as we know it. Calyx is a foe possessed of both considerable focus and resolve, and we would do well to recognize him as such. If my parents were indeed executed by preservation, for me this will not only be a fight for the greater good, it will be justice. If I'm to add an addendum to Grandfather's account of the Golden City, then let it be a rousing good one, huh? We have no idea what Calyx may have planned for us. Alice and I have prepared for every eventuality, yet still. Nay, you must be free to lead our charge unhindered by doubt. As you press onward, we shall guard the flanks. Good. I would have expected Sween to be a healer.
Twould be a pleasure as always.
What? Apparently not.
I too can fight. I too can fight.
Zoe Mancer.
Twould be a pleasure as always.
Ah, you've come. I'll begin by wearing you down.
So this was looks like inside. This is a different floor to where I was in stasis. Intruders detected. Issue no warning, proceed to elimination. Good. Data terminal or data station. What is preservation's purpose? The answer to that question is simple: to ensure the survival of mankind. In a world beset by lightning aspected imbalance, this means securing a place where people may live in safety, as well as establishing a treatment for the Levin sickness which plagues us. Many approaches were considered, but in the end, it was a child, a youth of undeniable genius who discovered the most brilliant and complete solution to all the challenges we now face.
I've created new endless for you. Not all are warriors, but they will follow orders. Kill and survive and so forth. Here, I shall prepare the stage for battle.
Did he say new endless? This is the Alexandria of my time. You won't get your hammer charges. I don't want to die. You have to go through me. I don't want to die. Don't let me die. Enemy soldiers.
I have you.
Take this. Take this.
I can barely feel my legs. I just first boss.
The memories of a physician. One who saves lives should be reluctant to die.
Yet another endless being made to see us as a foe. Loath as I am to employ medicines in the application of harm, I will protect my patients. Activate dispensers. Potent concoction, this one. I'm sorry, but you must be stopped. Numbing spray. Watch out, everyone! Okay. Should have trusted in Wuklamat.
of my being.
Oh, you've overburdened the system. No matter. It served its purpose.
Okay. Boop. Up and away! Did we pass a terminal bit already? According to Master Calyx, it's not the body which provides life to a living being, but the soul. Furthermore, it is the memories etched upon that ephemeral giver of existence which encapsulates one's true self. Based upon these principles, he has proposed a methodology for preserving souls using electrope technology. As souls are composed entirely of ether, he asserts that storage via contemporary means should be eminently possible. Experiments conducted on criminal subjects and volunteers have in fact already proven successful in capturing the ether released at the moment of death. Mankind as we know it has taken a great leap forward. Open the door, save me!
Next, we visit a prison of sinister repute. I need not compel them to fight.
He's changing things again. Another reminder of Alexandria. We'll show you how it works around here. We got just the tools for the job.
Take this.
Make a fine example of him. Get him! Second boss.
These are loyal executioners. They shall deal appropriately with criminals.
This is an execution chamber then.
Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it?
Hold still.
Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Nope. Too many markers. I lost track.
Your sentence is death. How long can you defy it? Criminals may run, but they cannot escape.
Aha.
You'll not escape this!
Yeah, I would like to help, but I can't really help. Swing.
Beginning to tire? Good. I bid you continue on.
I forgot to sell all that stuff when I was the last time in the Golden Saucer.
Take this!
Ah, they got me. We succeeded in transferring a soul stored within a specialized electrode device into a mechanical soldier, resulting in full control and function. No longer need we fear the erosion which lightning energies inflict upon flesh and blood bodies. Yet despite this crucial breakthrough, Master Calyx remains unsatisfied. He would divorce memory from soul, siphoning the soul's ether reserves while granting eternal life to the individual's memories. Unfettered to a soul, memories cannot only be stored, but also backed up as data. The Endless will be beings of pure information. His foreshortened lifespan was perhaps the very perspective needed to conceive such a unique evolutionary path. And the upper circuit.
Memories from an age rife with death. The desperation will serve well. The enemy is at the gate. To arms, good soldiers, protect your kingdom.
He's forcing the Endless to relive their memories of war. Invaders! We go no further. Relax my tremble, our hearts are steady. We must keep going.
Very well. If one by one they fall, I'll send them all as one. Recall the anguish you felt when you faced death, and rise. Rise to defend your nation, your people, and your loved ones.
Memory meld, the immortal remains.
Rise and meet the foe before you. An amalgam of memories. Let us see how it fares.
You fuse them into a single entity.
It is the midst of the storm, Sage.
What's happening? The Endless! You go too far, Calyx!
Countless lives are lost in the senseless conflict. War swells in scope and intensity. Bombs rain down without pause or mercy.
Take this!
The spark of life is dimmed with every blinding flash.
There's nowhere to run!
Death is everywhere, pillaging the promise of the future.
Ah!
Now I'll show you.
Ow! I still have Venom. Good. But that won't be the end. There was a trial on the patch notes. Without a name. He's using the endless like pawns. We see this to the end. An unconscionable act. My countrymen, your memories will carry me onward. As hard as this is, we must push on. Memories of fear and terror. Damn you, Calyx. Good, but I would end the episode here and we see where this leads next time. Until then, I'm Mace and don't get lost.